What is up, guys? Stark here. I am back for another Fate video, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at the calendar for November 2021. So yeah, here we go, guys. We are back for another calendar video, the only consistent thing that I've been able to do on Fate in a long time, but we are back. It's the first of the month, so we have another calendar to talk about, and this month is going to be really weird to predict. It's November for NA players, so just the fact that we have the Thanksgiving event is really gonna make it confusing because Japan doesn't get that, and that makes it really hard to plan and predict. We're gonna do our best though, and obviously the first couple of days of November are gonna be really easy because, you know, they've already been confirmed because they're out in the game right now. So for the 1st of November, we do have the leftover banner for the Space Ishtar event, Saber Wars 2. So you're going to have the ability to get Mysterious Heroine X Alter and Yagyu. Now, this will be available until the 6th of November, so you still have a couple days left if you were looking to get either of those two characters. On the 2nd, we do have the return of Scotty. Technically, it comes out the 1st at like 11 p.m., so I don't usually include that extra hour into the calendar. I always push it to the next day, so that's why it looks like it's coming out tomorrow, but we all know it comes out today. It says it's already been announced and released. But yeah, so Scotty comes back, fantastic character. If you don't have Scotty, highly recommend it. She comes back at the perfect time to pull, because you would have already done your pulls for Space Ishtar, so, you know, and even if you didn't get her, she's gone now, so you can't get her anyway. And there's really not much else in November to worry about except for the Thanksgiving banner, but who knows what's going to be on that banner. So yeah, Scotty, really good character. She still has staying power in the game, at least for the next half a year or so until Caster Artoria comes out. So you'll definitely get a lot of mileage out of her. So strongly recommend pulling for Scotty. And then after this, is, you know, everything just gets tossed up in the air, and we're just going to start guessing here. There's so many different things that they could do, and there's really no way of knowing what is what. So Scotty is rated up by herself for the entirety of the event, so she'll be available to be pulled until the 15th of November. Now, I don't think that Fate is going to just go 2 weeks without doing anything. So I looked at some of the stuff that they had on JP, and they did have a banner that I do not believe we've gotten yet, and that was going to be the stage play. Sorry, that is going to be for the drama for Fate prototype, not the stage play. So yeah, I do not believe we've gotten this banner yet, and I do think we'll get it here. So the Space Ishtar Part 2 banner goes away on the 6th, so I'm assuming that we'll get the prototype banner on the 7th, and that will give you a chance to get King Arthur and Ozzy, among other servants, but those are the two limited time servants that you will not normally be able to get. Now, the really annoying thing about this banner, for me personally anyway, is that Brynhild is a 2-time success EXP servant, along with all the other servants, but she's not rated up on the banner, which really, really annoys me because she's one of my most sought after servants, so I don't know why she's the only servant that is not on this banner. I guess technically Arash isn't on it either, but he's like in the front point pool, so like everyone who plays this game probably has MP5 Arash at this point in time. So yeah, really annoyed that Brynhild is not on this banner. Maybe we'll get lucky and NA will throw her in there, but I highly doubt it if we even get this banner at all. Now, there are a couple days where they rotate servants, so we are going to talk about that. But for the 7th, the 8th, and the 9th, you'll have Ozzy and King Arthur rated up on those days. The 10th is just King Arthur, and the same for the 11th. The 12th and the 13th is going to be Ozzy. The 14th, 15th, and 16th are all going to be Ozzy and King Arthur, but remember that Scotty goes away on the 15th. So if you did want to get her, make sure you pull for her before then. That's set in stone, so we all know that she's going away on that day. So yeah, the 16th, Arthur and Ozzy rated up. Then it goes back to Arthur rated up by himself for the 17th and the 18th. Ozzy on the 19th and the 20th. And then the 21st and 22nd, you'll have King Arthur and Ozzy rated up. And then, so for the 23rd, I have Gilgamesh on the calendar, as you guys could probably see there. So Gilgamesh doesn't actually have a banner on the 23rd, but I'm guessing that we're going to get the Thanksgiving banner either the 23rd or the 24th or thereabouts, sometime in the week of Thanksgiving, which is on the 25th for us this year. So I use Gilgamesh as the servant because he's the only servant that's been on all 4 of the Thanksgiving banners for Fate this ever. So usually what they do is they give you some really good servants that are limited time, bring them onto a banner, and generally they do. It's a really good event. So Gilgamesh has been on all 4 of them. I assume he'll be on this one as well. As for the other servants, it could be anyone really. There's really not a rhyme or reason or a pattern that I could figure out as to determine who's going to be on there. They're just popular, limited time servants. So some of the ones in the past have been like Skahak, Shiki, Ishtar, Okita. Musashi was last year's servant. A couple of them repeat, but most of the times it's just one and dones. So I'm not sure if they're going to follow through with that. I don't know. If I had to guess, maybe like Ereshkigal will show up this year. Maybe Ishtar will come back for a rerun for her second time. Gilgamesh is the only one that's ever had more than 2, as far as I'm aware. So I don't know if Skahak or Shiki or Kintoki or Mysterious Heroine X. I doubt Mysterious Heroine will come back. But yeah, it's really just who knows what they're gonna throw at us this year. But I think it's a safe bet that Gilgamesh will be there. Maybe we'll get lucky and they'll put like Kama or Arjuna altar on there. Be really awesome for those of us who missed it. Well, I didn't miss, but for those of you who missed. So it's always interesting to see what servants they put on that Thanksgiving banner. But it should happen around this time in the year. It generally lasts for about 7 to 10 days. And that'll take us to around the 29th of November, which is going to be for the Astolfo event, which is technically a Christmas event, but it did start late November, goes into December. Gives us the new 5-star Saber Astolfo, with a couple extra servants as well. So for the 29th and 30th, you'll have Hot Wheels and Nursery Rhyme rated up. But this is all guessing. Theoretically, we could get Astolfo earlier, before the Thanksgiving event. We could get Astolfo in December. Like, they might not even release him until December and just keep, Christmas in December. December is a little packed because of the Lost Belt 5 release, but there is a little bit of a dead period in the beginning of December, so you could just, well, it's not really dead, that's the event of Astolfo's event, but they could probably push it back a couple days right into December and give us the interlude campaign. I don't think we're going to go 2 weeks without having anything, so there's definitely things that we can get. So we can get the interlude campaign part 11. We're almost definitely going to get the hunting quests. Now, Japan got that on the end of the month. We'll probably get this around like the 8th, the week of the 8th or the week of the 15th. Definitely think one of those weeks will be the hunting campaign or the hunting quests. And then, who knows, they'll probably give us something else on the other dead week. Just something to do. Now, another thing to talk about is the ticket that JP got for the Babylonia release campaign part 2. They got a free 4-star ticket for that event. We've already had this event, so there's some question as to whether or not we're going to get a ticket. I feel like we'll just get it for Thanksgiving. I'm not really sure. So yeah, I think that just about covers everything for this video. Like I said, it's really hard to just predict it because it's just random things. Like, literally, there's so many different options we can go down. But at the end of the day, there are some servants available, and my recommendations are pull for Scotty if you do not have her, and then wait and see what we have for the Thanksgiving banner. I don't think you really need to pull for prototypes banner. Having them as token characters are really good. Ozzy's really good as well, but I feel like he comes back enough where you don't have to pull right now. So you could get them at a later time. And then Astolfo's there as well, but Astolfo will come out after the Thanksgiving banner, presumably, so you'll be able to make that decision on your own. They should be out at the same time, so you can see which one you'd rather pull for. Now, Astolfo's not the best character in the world, so if you're gonna pull, you're probably gonna pull for like events, or if you're just like a mega whale. So I'm gonna pull for Astolfo, but regardless, pull for Scotty if you don't have her, then save for Thanksgiving. That is my recommendation for the month of November. As for me personally, I am gonna just wait for Thanksgiving, see if there's any servants, and if there's nothing I need, then I'm just gonna put all my quartz for Astolfo. So that's that, guys. Another calendar down. We'll look back and see if I actually got any of this remotely close to being correct. I usually don't, but the point is to tell you guys what you should be expecting during this month, not necessarily what days that they come out. For now, though, that is the end of this video, so hopefully this will help you guys through the month of November. And if you are liking this video, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, I do have my links below to my Twitter, Twitch, Patreon, and Discord, so feel free to check those out, and I will see you guys next time.